Is it working? Do we know? Do we know if it's working? Wow, you know, wow. She speaks, thank God. My God. Good Lord. Let me pop out chat so you can do your little emojis flying around and whatnot. Man, I tell you what. I don't know what happened there, honestly. Thank you. I don't know what happened there because the mic was on, but the streaming software, she wouldn't pick her up. And then I had to go in and make sure my mic was the correct mic. I don't know. It changed mics on me. You know, if you know, you know that it does do that sometimes to me. Anywho, how we doing? How's it going? It's Rensday. What'd you think of the Renaction? I enjoyed it. Hungry. Your girl hungry. Take two. Yeah. Like I was trying to say the first time. Sheesh. I'm like mid trying to buy. Jeez. Get it together. I'm like mid trying to buy the dryer at my new apartment. So that's what I was trying to do when I started the original live that did not work properly. Fingers crossed this dryer works. Great reaction, wonderful reaction, love react. I love seeing you have fun. Yeah, that was such a fun one. Yeah, the hunger is so cute. The hunger is a bop. It's the flows. They're just all over the place. The flows are all over the place, and I love him and his little toboggan with his little smoke bombs, his little graffiti area. So cute. Love. So good. Love it. It's like the go-to for those who haven't heard him rap yet, from what I've seen. Really? It's his rap sampler? That's interesting. Because, like, I don't know. I'm like, is it the best rap version that I've heard? Like, is it? I don't think so. Is it? It's really good, and the flows are everywhere. They're just, like, all over the place. I guess, I feel like maybe Fire in the Booth would probably be, like, the new one. You know? Because, like, also, everywhere. I don't know what's going on with my eye. Something's in my eye. Oh, get out of my eye. He does so many flows because he gets bored easily. Yum. Yeah, different styles, a lot of flows. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Willy Wonka reference, sold. You give me a Willy Wonka reference, I'm sold. You got me. It is short and to the point, that's true. He has much better raps, but they don't all display his abilities. Yeah. Yeah, I really do feel like people will start being like, you gotta watch Fire in the Booth. I feel like that's gonna be the new rap showcase for Ren. Which is interesting. It's interesting being involved in the rabbit hole with the Renegades during, you know, a new rap showcase, a new song, a new video that will be used to point people to He's a good rapper. Check this out. That makes me feel good. Because, you know, up to this point, you know, I'm behind the curve of everything. Which is fine. It's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Toblerone, yeah, the mention of the Toblerone, like, yeah, because, like, okay, well, Murderer, like, Murderer's a great rap. Like, I don't know. Like, he got too much great raps. There's too many great raps. Girl, get out of my eye. Thank you. Jesus. But yeah, I'm out here buying a used dryer from my new apartment because my buddy / landlord messaged me today saying, like, the current tenant is selling his drying machine. I've come to the realization that, like, we don't call washing machine. We call washing machines or washer. Do they call them washers? Washers? They're washing machines. But dryers are just dryers. They're not drying machines. Drying machines? I don't know. Pain Salesman's also fun, but it's a prof track where Ren is the feature. I have had Pain Salesman suggested to me. We haven't gotten to it yet, but interesting. Oh, this is a hair dryer. Yeah. Hair drying machine. I love when he gets bored and makes a masterpiece. I get bored and I eat cake. I too get bored and eat cake. We have that in common. Oliver. None of them are machines. That's what I'm saying. Like, we do call the washer a washing machine. This is silly little, you know. I'm just, like, fingers crossing the fact that this dryer works well, like, good enough. Like, will dry my damn, you know, like, bedspread, because if you know, you know. When I got to this apartment, the washer dryer was old and awful, and one day I spent literally 8 hours trying to dry my bedspread. So I don't want to do that again. I don't want to pay $200 to do that, you know? So fingers crossed it works. And I got, you know, it's a discount. We got $200 for this used dryer, which I don't love the idea of a used dryer, but, you know, whatever. We're going to be using the same toilet too, so whatevs. Apartment shit. The woes of being an apartment person. So I still need to get a washing machine. A washer. A washing machine. Which will be full fucking price, but that's fine. All the, you know, the costs of going to the more affordable area in this country, bro. Just trying to, you know, not have a little baby heart attack of all the money I have to spend to do this. We shave washer and dryer. Yeah. Suki could totally make a masterpiece of cake. And she does. You do see that in the show. So you just wait. You just wait for that. You just back and wait on that one. I just used the spin and push out button on my washing machine. Spin and push out. I mean, I get spin. I don't know about push out. I'm not looking forward to, like, learning a new washer and dryer. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like the one I have here. I had planned to just get the same one that I have here, but it's like a 2-in-1. It's got the washer and dryer in one, and this new apartment can't have that. Gotta have the washer in this spot, and the dryer must be in that spot. So I was stuck having to get one of each. Which is not even like it's more expensive, because, you know, the 2-in-1s are expensive too, so whatever. Let me just, we're gonna just, yeah, okie dokes. Stackers, yeah, that's what they're called. They're stacked, they're stacked. They're stacked. Oh, geez. Well, what else is going on? See, this is the Toblerone I kept pointing at in the damn in the damn reaction that you couldn't see because the video was covering it. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Whatevs. Next time maybe I'll pick it up. It's cool. It's cool. Can't believe I'm gonna have 2 damn Afterparty live streams on YouTube. I'm gonna have to delete one of those ASAP. ASAPity sap. There's something I wanted to talk to y'all about. Trying to think. I mean, I've mentioned, I posted to Patreon, I posted to YouTube. I mentioned that the plan is that I will be on hiatus for the month of April. So sorry. Ooh. Toblerone. We know where it is. It just sits there uneaten. Yes, it does. It's my, you know, emotional support Toblerone. But then this one also has nuts, and I don't do nuts. Hey, girl. I guess, you know, it's like, we'll just, this is like, you know, save for emergency. Break open for emergency vibes. If I'm just like, I don't give a shit that there's nuts in here, I'm eating it. But yes, April hiatus for the move. Not looking forward to that, to be honest, because, you know, I love streaming and I love hanging out with you guys and chit-chatting with you guys, and it feels like just like my routine, and I just really don't love the idea of not doing that. But I know that it's going to be too much. It'll be too much for me to juggle and handle. I just got to like hyper fixate on the move and organizing and packing and getting everything figured out and set up, and it's last night I was watching TikTok, and Sriracha, I love Sriracha on TikTok. She had some video that ended up popping up. It was like an older video from like late 2024, and she was talking about like driving, because she was in Colorado and she was driving for hours and hours, and she was like yelling about British people who were like, just get on a flight or just drive to the nearest, you know. And it's like, no one understands how large the US is, and I'm just like, and just like reading the comments of people like talking about how awful it is to be just driving in one state for so many hours, and you're just waiting to get through that state, and I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me really soon. And it's not like I'm not used to that. It's not like it's never happened to me before, but like, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be sad. So, you know, it's gonna be awful, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. The month will fly by with everything you're doing. Yeah. And I feel like I'm gonna be like all over the place when I come back too, because I'm just gonna be like, I forgot how to do it. Like, how do I do it again? I forget, how do I do it? You can always randomly go live on Discord and chatter with us there. That's true. I am leaving it open for possibilities like that. You know, I'm not like gonna be like super rigid about it. It's just like, I just need to not be, you know, responsible for being live on a schedule, you know? Like, I can't be doing that, you know? So, I am also looking forward to the podcast with Uncle Ray. Is there a theme? I have no idea. I don't know anything about the podcast at this point. I just know what time and day. So, he reached out to my DMs, and was just like, hey. I thought it was funny because he like did the whole spiel, and then he was like, I feel like that sounds like it was written by AI. Like, so yeah, he just gave me the day and the time. So I don't know anything outside of that. I'm very nervous and very excited. I've never been on a podcast. I've never been interviewed. So it should be interesting. It should be interesting. But yeah, I can only imagine how fun it will be, because Uncle Ray is so entertaining and so fun that, like, of course it's going to be a good time. Prepare a few questions for you to ask Uncle Ray. I mean, maybe. Or I'll just, like, wing it and just, you know, whatever pops into my head, you know. But maybe that's a mistake. But that's just kind of how I do everything, so... If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bitch. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And I'm also really excited that it managed to get in under the wire. Like, obviously, I didn't decide on the hiatus until after I was already set up to do that. So, yeah. Uncle Ray does more than anyone else to promote Ren. I believe it, especially doing his reacting to Ren reactors, you know. And I did see Ren post the reactors compilation for Fire in the Booth, and I was, you know, sad that I didn't make the cut. But also, you know, I imagine it's because mine was like a week, you know, like 7 days later, so, you know. And he doesn't know I exist, so that's also part of it. But I was excited to see Uncle Ray in there. If I was him, I would have lost my shit. Is the pod live stream? I'm pretty sure he goes live. I'm pretty sure the podcasts I've seen have been a live stream. So that's why I was like, you know, depending on how long it goes, I don't know if they're just like an hour, because I haven't watched a whole one. Sorry to Uncle Ray. I didn't watch a full to the end one, but depending on how long it lasts, you know, I might go live afterwards, because it is on a Friday, and that is a day that I normally stream, so... But we'll just have to see. Because if it just, like, goes a ways, then that will be my stream for the day. And if not, then I would definitely get on stream after that. Oh, he's been told about you. Don't worry. See, that makes me worry. Like, what do you mean? Ren knows everything. I would believe that. Alien Ren. Yeah, I feel ways about Ren potentially knowing who I am. I feel a way about that. And it's a nervous, excited, scared, cringed, embarrassed. Because, like, my God. Like, and that's the other thing is, like, well, I guess if he doesn't know anything about me now, he may know something about me if he potentially catches that fucking podcast. Which I'm not saying he necessarily would, but Uncle Ray is on his radar, so... Wow. Wowzers. What else? What else is happening? What's going on? It's only a matter of time. You know, that maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's the goal. Even though it makes me so nervous and embarrassed and just like, ah, ooh. It's probably the goal is just to be noticed by Ren, right? Like, but also like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for like virtually harassing you. Virtually sexually harassing you in all of my reactions. I've been pretty chill lately. I've been chill. I haven't been so, but you know, he's also been fully clothed a bit, so. Which is like, that's the thing. It's like, what reaction will he watch of mine? And then that will obviously form an opinion. That will form the view of me for him, depending on. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. I got a really lovely comment on my post about my hiatus on YouTube. Someone just like letting me know, a reminder of like the content creator life, and I really appreciate that person. I think it's John something. John somebody. Somebody John. I just appreciated, yeah, John Plays Games 3120. I just appreciated the pep talk, the hype. Hey, Joanne. The hype that he gave me, and was just like a reminder of like, hey, you don't have to live in LA. The content creator career everywhere. Like, you're going to be okay. I understand the feeling of stepping away and, you know, feeling like you're losing out on something, you're missing something, or you won't be as whatever when you get back. And so I appreciated that message, because, like, it is difficult for me to decide to, you know, take a step back while I'm literally in the process of, you know, building this thing. Like, it just feels like not the ideal time to be, you know, doing that. But I guess, I think as he mentioned, like, it's a good habit to form early, to like give yourself breaks and to not get to a point where you're burning yourself out and you hate it and you're like, you don't want to do it anymore. And because I still love doing this and I still feel energized and excited to do this. So even though I have been doing it pretty much consecutively week after week since July of 2024 with no breaks. So and when I started in July, I was streaming every single day. Like, I didn't start making YouTube videos yet, but I was streaming on Twitch every day. Every single, like, 7 days a week. And I had to chill on that, because that, I knew I was going to get burned out. Like, I didn't get burned out, but I knew that it was going to happen if I continued to do that shit. But, sorry I'm late. It's okay, Joanne. You're good. You good. We had some ladies, not ladies, but late-ease earlier too. You know who you are in the reaction. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it's just dealing. Life gets in the way for most reactors. Even Uncle Ray took a break recently. Did he? Interesting. I mean, that makes me feel better, you know, but I'm also like, well, you know, Uncle Ray's he's built his empire, you know, like, he's already in a very safe, comfortable place to have, you know, the opportunity and feel good about taking a break, on top of, like, feeling confident that the people will remain, you know, like, and that's my thing. It's just like, there's already turnover with, like, you know, my peoples, which is fine, and that happens, and like, no hard feels. But it's just so, I'm so early. I'm just such a baby. I'm the baby reactor. I'm the baby YouTuber, you know, still a baby Twitch streamer too. Like, So it's tough to be like, okay, I'm gonna step away for a month, like that. And that's such a long time. Like, I've never taken a month off of anything ever, but I know that month is going to just be so jam-packed. It's like the start of the month is just going to be like hyperdrive into the getting ready to move, and then the middle of the month is literally actually me physically moving, and then the end of the month is literally me like setting up and getting ready to get back into a normal routine. So there is really no time. There's no time to be like, okay, I'll just take off for the physical move, because like I ain't got it. I ain't got the energy, the bandwidth. I don't have it. I'm not gonna have it. I know that. I'm preparing for future me, and I know she's gonna appreciate it. Damn, I missed the full-time streaming. Yes, you did. That was prior to September, when the majority of you walked into my life. After reacting to High Ren in September, like, that was, I don't know how long I did that. Maybe I was doing that up until like end of August. I don't know. It was probably August when I was like, gotta quit doing that. Maybe I streamed every day for like a month. I think I might have, yeah. Which I don't regret. I don't regret it. That's how I got a majority of like, the Twitch followers I have at this point. Yeah. I definitely I find myself wanting to hyper focus on building these things, building my streaming, my YouTube, because I still haven't like really figured out a good way of like getting seen, especially on Twitch. Like, I feel like nobody sees me on Twitch. Like, YouTube at least, like Ren has really kind of like got me to a place where it's like, okay, you've got at least, thousands of subs and stuff. Your channel is still growing though too, always adding new subs, and your gaming streams are getting numbers. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be sad, or I'm not gonna shit on my my streams, but yeah, I'm just like, I don't know how people break in to like having numbers through like Twitch without it being like a big Twitch account, like, I don't know, collabs with you or shouts you out or like raids you or something. I honestly don't know. Like, I follow like 3 separate ladies on Twitch who all have like over 19K, followers, and I'm like, I don't know how they did it. And a lot of them have been doing it for like years and years, so it's like a length game, like a time game. And then I know some of them had access, or was seen by bigger accounts, and then those bigger accounts and then became like kind of friends, and then that kind of catapulted them. With YouTube, it's just like, you just need something to kind of go viral, right? Like, and I don't know, I'm just doing me and hoping for the best. That's all I can do. And I mean, I feel good about it, like when I watch my shit back, like, I'm entertained, and I think that makes me feel good, because like, if you'd asked me like 10 plus years ago if you would catch me filming myself, talking to a camera, watching myself back, listening to my voice recorded, I would have been like, you're crazy. Like, even my larger Instagram, like, I did not put my face on there. I mean, I posted like selfies every once in a while. Like, people knew what I looked like, but like, I was not talking. I was not videoing myself. You did not know my voice. Like, that was not a thing. So I was very kind of against that for a long time, because, you do that thing where you're like, I hate my voice. I hate the way my voice sounds. That thing. Which now I just don't give a shit. I don't care. It's me. Whatever. And And I just feel like I'm like, well, I'm a character. And my voice is character. I'm just a character as a whole. I'm just a fucking character. Like, so, and that's fine. I can be okay with that. Yeah. But I feel good that I can watch, like, my clips back and be like, this is entertaining. Like, I think I would follow this person. And I would watch this person religiously. Like, they would be in my roster of, like, streamers that I watch and YouTubers that I always go back to. Like, I would, and that made me feel good. I was like, I have to do something right if I, as a viewer, find myself entertaining enough. So I'm like, cool. I think it's just a matter of time. Eventually people will find you. Yeah. We will be here when you're back. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Best way. Yeah. The more you are you, the better your audience will be more stable. Yeah. At least your living costs will be lower in your new place. That part. That part. Yeah, by at least half. Yes. I'm halving. My monthly costs are going to be cut in half. And I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to spend like close to $20,000 to get there to do that. Like, wowzers. But I know in the long run, it'll be worth it. But fuck my life. That is so much money. I've never spent that much money on anything ever. So it just really freaks me out and scares me. I like your voice, especially when you're singing the intro of Gilmore Girls. Wink, wink. You should do that more often. Wink, wink. Even karaoke stream. If you're... No, I'm just kidding. Karaoke, like... Me singing the Gilmore Girls intro to y'all during Gilmore Girl watch-along Saturdays is the only time my ass has ever sung anything in front of people. And it's bonkers. It's bonkers. Don't expect that more. It will not happen more. Like, maybe it will happen once per day. Once per, 3 episodes. But, like, your girl's not a singer. It's bad enough that I have to listen to my talkie talk. I'm not listening to my tone deaf, awful singing. It's just not... That's why I the only time I've sung has been on something where my voice is not being recorded. Karaoke stream, ladies volunteering to join you. I love you, thank you for doing it. You're welcome. And I love you too. That's what I heard. Panther was supposed to be singing and then he rickrolled me, so... Maybe I'll just rickroll y'all the next time you want me to sing the intro for Gilmore Girls. What do you think? What do you think about that? Yeah, I bet you won't enjoy that. I bet you'll be like, please no. Please no. The voice of an angel. The voice of a devil. I mean, if you haven't come to a Saturday Gilmore Girls watch along, you're missing out, and I guess this is the advertisement for that. I do sing the intro of Gilmore Girls during the last episode we watch of the day. That is something I do say, that I do. But you should catch up to Gilmore Girls before you join us. Stella did not do that last weekend, but y'all need to do that. You need to watch the episodes we've watched already, so you know what's going on. Because otherwise I just feel wrong. And that feels wrong to me. Like, y'all should not be coming in on the 9th episode having not watched anything prior. Or if you do, go back afterwards and catch up. So for the next Saturday, you are ready to go, Everyone should join GG to see for themselves. I did say the other day we should take turns. That's true. I don't think anyone took you up on that, but you did suggest that. But also, like, it's tricky because the voice channel doesn't allow you guys to talk. It only allows me and Panther to talk because Panther's a mod. So Panther somehow has access. I haven't taken it away. So if Panther wants to sing, Panther can. Yes, we've watched through episode 9 now. So our next episode, this coming Saturday, will be 10, 11, and 12. So if y'all want to catch up in the week, this week, before Saturday. And lady, it will be an hour earlier. Plan in advance. Plan in advance. Now I'm going to have Rickroll stuck in my head. God. That poor man, having his song turn into a meme like that. I'm trying to think, what else did I want to talk to y'all about today? Me and Rose are going to the vet tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Everything is good. She's doing her little follow-up, and she's also getting her nails trimmed because I trimmed them, but I didn't trim them very short because I'm terrified of causing her pain by cutting the quick of her nails. And one of her nails, like her pinky nail, has curved, but it's so close to like her little paw puff guys, the little puffy paw guys, that I couldn't fit the little nail clippers under there. So I'm like, I gotta get her in somewhere that can cut that. I don't want it curling up and poking her and being uncomfortable and painful. So we're doing that tomorrow. I got cleaning duty tomorrow and also vet duty tomorrow. Hi, Thomas. Imagine an alternate universe where some other song is the Rickroll. I know, right? Ren beat Rick to the #1 slot. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if a Ren song was a Rickroll. That'd be wild. I don't think my mic picks up my voice well enough to pull it off. Honestly, I'd probably be too quiet. When you did voice reveal, you sounded just fine. You sounded just fine. So I think that's an excuse. If you want to go with it, sure. But I have outed you as the mic sounded just fine. I heard you just fine. Now you love us so much, we will watch GG more days than just Saturday and more than 3 episodes? No. I do love you that much, but also, no. We are keeping it contained. We are keeping Gilmore Girls contained. Ha! Oh! Oh! She said you picked up your laugh very well the other day. See, he's lying to us. He is lying to us. I mean, it's a smart lie, but okay. Well, that's news. I had tried recording my voice to test and couldn't hear anything. Maybe you were randomly muted. Maybe what happened to me today happened to you. I don't know. Busted. Busted. But yeah, we gotta keep Gilmore Girls contained. I also want to keep it so it's stretched out so I can watch as much Gilmore Girls for as long as I can. I mean, obviously you can go ahead, but I'll be sad because like I don't get to. You won't experience it with me, which makes me sad. That's why I'm like, you can watch up to where we are, but I feel like where we are, you should stay with us, you know? Only one way to find out. Edwin? I don't know why I thought it was a V. Edwin? He rickrolled me and laughed. Why must you turn this stream into a house of lies? Win silent movie skills. Make a Buffy watch party, I'm in. I mean, we might do Buffy after Gilmore Girls. For sure. Because I haven't done... She reacts to Ren for us, we react to Gigi for her. Period. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I haven't done a Buffy rewatch in a while. I am currently watching the horror bandwagon watch Buffy for the first time. I think they're in like they're in season 6. And they're also watching Angel, and I feel like if we did Buffy, we'd have to do Angel too, because obviously, like, these bitches who don't do Angel too, and who don't do the correct order, the correct viewing order, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what you're doing with your lives, but it's wrong. We should def do Buffy after Gilmore Girls leading up to the new episode. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I mean, they probably won't, you know, coincide too much, potentially. It might be, like, very much disconnected from each other, but I don't care. I think it's a good idea. And they're comparable because Gilmore Girls and Buffy do have the same seasons. I'm pretty sure they both have 7 seasons. But Angel, on top of it, I think Angel is 5 seasons, I think. Is it 6 seasons? I think 5 seasons? Because crossover timeline, yes. There are crossover episodes, beach. I'm not supposed to use IMDb this week. I'll just Google. Yeah, Angel has 5. I'm pretty sure Buffy has 7. Of course, Buffy has 7 because Buffy season 8 was a comic book. Hammond. Gilmore Girls 7, yeah. So, I mean, they have, like, similar amounts of, you know, similar seasons. But, yeah, we'd be adding Angel on top with Buffy. But, yeah, I haven't done my own personal rewatch in a while. And I think that would be a good thing for my new place. Because when I get into, like, a new place, I like to have comfort watches, you know, like go back to shows and movies that I love that are very comforting to me. So I'm glad that we'll be watching Gilmore Girls in my new apartment, and then we can also get into some Buffy. But it's gonna be rough with Buffy though, because like I do have thoughts about Gilmore Girls. There are things about Gilmore Girls. There are characters in Gilmore Girls. There are situations, relationships that I take issue with. There are things, you know. But like with Buffy, it's worse. It's so much worse. So it's like I'm going to be insufferable more so than I already am when it comes to Buffy. God, just watching season 6 and 7 of Buffy, it's going to be rough with me, because there are times when I just wish that Buffy would have ended at the end of season 5. And I know that that's controversial because of, you know, Once More with Feeling and all that jazz, but they did my girl dirty. They do my girl so dirty. Yes, Panther. Yeah. Yeah, there are characters and there are relationships that I am not okay with. And like the OG Tumblr girl will come out of me and it'll be a thing. And I don't want to get into it right now because we'll be getting into it then. And on top of it, the in real life shit. Not trying to ruin y'all's lives when it comes to like these shows, but like I will, and I'm gonna. I'm so sorry. But you know, that's when you're passionate about things, you get passionate about things. That's right, Buffy has a whole sing-along you can do. You know, that... See now. See, hey, now. Here's the thing. I'm not going to ruin anyone's first watch of Once More with Feeling with me singing along. But if we wanted to watch it again and sing, I'd potentially be down with that. Potentially. Maybe. Don't quote me on it. Not every song, but there are some songs. Cause like I'm not gonna ruin y'all's first viewing. If anyone hasn't seen it, you know, which I think there will be people who haven't seen it. And, you know, like I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I think that's rude. I think that's rude. And I'm not gonna be that person who's like, you don't get to experience this correct for the first time, you know? Which I think is valid. So, clip it. But maybe like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see. At that point, I will have sang so many Gilmore Girls intros that maybe it'll be nothing. Or maybe I'll be like, I ain't doing this ever again. Who knows? We'll have to see. Tune in to find out. Tune in to find fucking out. Fuck around and find out. Wow. I'll sing Willow's lines. I bet you will, because there's like 2. Oh, God. I can't help but think about my, you know, meeting James Marsters and getting eternally pissed off about my poster when I think about Once More with Feeling. I was thinking last night about where I want to put my Once More with Feeling poster in my new apartment, too. Like, the way my apartment works is, like, you go in the front door, and it's, like, I mean, we've kind of talked about it a little bit in regards to moving, but there's, like, a staircase. There's, like, a nice little, like, wall alcove, and a staircase that goes up and then curves and goes up that way. And there's a window. It's so cute. But there's, like, a perfect wall right next to the staircase where I think my Buffy poster would look so good. I mean, right now it's just like, I just have it sat on the floor, propped up against the wall in my living room, because it's a very nice big poster and it's in a very big ornate frame. It's the only poster I have that's in like a big special frame. I got it custom framed. Like it was like my child. Before I had dogs, my Once More with Feeling poster signed by a majority of the cast is my child. Like, so I was like dreaming about that last night. I was like, where am I going to put my Once More with Feeling poster? And I thought that would be so, like, you would see it, like, as soon as you walk into my apartment, it's just like, bam, right there. Like, but I was like thinking, when you're actually in the apartment where I will be spending a majority of my time, like, I won't see it because it'll be down by my front door. So I'm like, should I do that or should I put it somewhere else? Thinking. I am excited to, like, Tetris my apartment, you know? Like, I am excited to put things in places. Like, I've already been, like, daydreaming about that and just, like, poring over the videos of this apartment and the photos from listings of this apartment and just kind of like, okay, this will fit there and I could put this there. Like, I already feel like I've been in the apartment because I've been looking at it so much and planning and plotting where my stuff is going to go. And, like, that's been consuming my brain a lot when I, like, try to go to sleep. Like, that's what I'm, like, trying to dream about and what I'm, like, thinking about when I'm going to sleep at night is, like, my apartment. Setting up my apartment. And I'm actually really excited about having my streaming set up in my dining room. You know, I've talked about it. I do have a room like this that I could utilize this exact same format and setup, but I feel like new place, new backdrop, new setup. I always have the option if I want to do that. If it doesn't work out, I have the option. But I like the idea of, like, my streaming setup being, like, in the middle of my apartment. Because right now I feel like I'm just, like, sequestered in this room all the time. Like, I don't even, like, sit on my couch anymore because I'm usually in this room. Like, I'm either making YouTube videos in this room or I'm streaming in this room. Like, so I feel like the majority of my apartment, like I'm just like sleeping in my bedroom. Like I don't do anything in my bedroom but sleep and watch, you know, my projector. And then this room is the most like put together room in my entire apartment because I spend most of my time in here. I'm just like walking through other rooms at this point. So I think it would be nice to like be able to see my living room and like be close to be in the center, the city center of my apartment. Those are better things to keep you awake than stress/worry. Yeah, that it's definitely keeping me holding on. I'm just like, I'm doing, you know, Sims 4 in my brain of like decorating this apartment. Is it open plan? Well, it's like, okay, I'm gonna explain it to y'all as best I can. Like, so like I said, like you go in the front door and it's like the entryway. You have like a staircase with a window at the top of the staircase, and then it like juts over and then it goes back up another staircase. So you've got like that foyer kind of area right when you walk in. It's just like steps, a window, a landing, more steps. And then there's like a little mini landing with like a closet and another window and like a doorway that leads you into the living room. And there is a balcony, like there's a doorway to your left when you walk into the living room. There's a front balcony to the apartment, but it's like out of commission. Like I don't know what it is, but you can't use it anymore. So that kind of sucks because I was like wanting to utilize that, but I can't, which is unfortunate. But luckily there is a back deck, so I at least have a back deck. I needed some sort of like a sitting outside space, so I'm glad there is something. So yeah, there's a door to that, and then it's like an open living room, and then there's a fireplace, and there's two little windows on either side of the fireplace, and then there's a big side window that's like out the front of the building, and then it's just like this kind of like big open doorway, like a double doorway into like the dining room, which is open to the kitchen. And I'm excited about the dining room because, like, if you're looking from the kitchen into the living room, like, there's built-in bookshelves that, like, frame the doorway, the living and dining doorway. Like, it's framed by all these bookshelves, which I'm super excited about because I get to put all my knickknacks and all my fun stuff, and I feel like that'll be in the background of, like, the setup for streaming, which I think will be really cute. It'll be like, you'll see like the bookshelf and then you'll like kind of see into my living room. So you'll probably be able to see like my purple couch, and Elvira will be in my living room. And so I feel like that should be fun. And like the dining room is like this big open space that I'll probably put this checkered rug in. And the kitchen is pretty open. It's got like a little island bar area. So I don't even need my dining table anymore. I have a small black dining table with two little velvet purple chairs that sit in my kitchen right now, and I might bring them into the dining room, like off to the side, but I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. It's like I won't need it because I have like a bar island thing, which I do need to get a couple bar stools for because I don't like my kitchen chairs are not going to be tall enough to sit there. So I do need to get a couple bar stools for my kitchen island. And then there's like this little alcove off of the dining room that kind of is like another little city center for my 2 bedrooms and my bathroom. So that's kind of cute that there's like another little like meeting area, little hall area that then juts out to 2 bedrooms in the bathroom. It's cute. I like it. There's like a back door that leads to like this back staircase that has, that's where you enter and exit for like the back deck. So that's kind of separated, which is kind of cool. And then if you walk down those stairs, you can get down to the garage. The garage is mine, which is also awesome. Like, especially since I'm going to be back in like winter weatherland. the winter wonderland of winter weather. So I'm gonna actually have a garage, so my car won't be snowed on. That is awesome. That is like the last time I lived in this town and I had a house with me and my ex, like we didn't have a garage. Like our cars were always snowed on. Like we were always digging our cars out and shit. Like I get a garage and I don't have to share it. I get a garage and the driveway, which is like, wow. Like I feel bad for my neighbor downstairs because she just has street parking, which there is plenty of street parking, which is also great. But like, I get a garage. I get to be and I have a garage here, you guys. The garage here, I hate it so much because it's such a tight fit. Like I have to share it with the guy over here that I hate. Can't stand him. Can't stand that man. So I have to share the garage with him, and it's such a tight fit that I have to have my side mirror like shut to be able to get into the garage. Like it's like such like I scratched my car within like the first week of having to park in this garage. So yeah, I hate that. And at this point, like I've just been like actively driving with my mirror just like closed all the time because it's such a hassle to constantly have to like open it and then close it before getting back in my garage all the time. Like it's not safe, but I do it. My garage is chock full. It needs to clear out. It sounds like an amazing place. Like it's a great place. Like do I wish it was in Ohio? Yes. But it's in Kentucky, which is unfortunate with the politics. Really, Stream Elements? Wow. Yeah, stares at Stream Elements. Yeah, the garage is like very big. Like if there's anything I need to store, like I got tons of room, tons of space. Like I'm not really looking forward to having to carry laundry down like 3 flights of stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 small flights of stairs. I'm not looking forward to that because right now, like I do laundry in my kitchen. Like my dogs are going to be very pissed off every time I have to do laundry because they're going to think I've left. So that's going to be a whole thing. But it is reminiscent to when I lived there when I was like younger. Like there's a couple apartments I lived in when I was growing up in this same town that like if I could live in those now, I probably would because they were great apartments. But there was one I lived in when I was in like elementary school into middle school. And I loved this apartment. But I was on the 2nd floor and the laundry was in the basement. And like this place, it was like it was a 4 family, but then there was another apartment like between the 4 family and the actual basement. There was like another apartment. So you had to go down this huge flight of stairs from the 2nd floor to get to the ground ground level. And then you had to go outside, go around, and then they had this driveway that was so steep. Like nobody actually parked in this driveway. Like there's no cars going to this driveway. Like it was so steep. And then like halfway down it had like steps built into like the cement of the actual like driveway. And then there was a side door. Like you could keep going down to the driveway and you would end up in the backyard. And I loved this backyard because it like butted up to like everybody else's backyards, but it was like it almost looked like a nature preserve. Like it was just like beautiful trees everywhere. Like you didn't see a bunch of houses. Like it was just stunning. And like it's so funny to think about because it was like the late 90s when I lived there, and that's when I fell in love with photography because I had to do like this photography thing for school, and I ended up with my disposable camera like going in the backyard and just taking a bunch of like nature shots, and I was just like, I'm a genius, I'm an artiste. Like so I always loved this place because it was just like so stunning. But like, yeah, you go to that side door that's like halfway down this huge driveway hill. Like, it's so steep. It's so steep. Like, you had to like slowly, you know, creep down this hill, not to just like fall down it. So I'm like 8 with my fucking, you know, laundry basket, because of course my mom made me do laundry, because why wouldn't you have, you know, an under 10-year-old doing your laundry where you have to go down a massive flight of stairs, go outside, go down a treacherous driveway, then you go back into the building, but you're in that level where there's like that additional apartment that's below the 4 family. And it's like this long, creepy, dark hallway, and there's like a door on the left that you can go into that apartment, or you keep going straight and there's a door at the end of the hall, and there's another steep, massive staircase that you have to go down. So I'm like with a laundry basket, full laundry basket, going down all these steps, and I remember like sitting on my butt on the steps and just like holding it and just like kaplunk, kaplunk, like one step at a time. And sometimes I would just like let the laundry basket go and it would just be like, so I've had some laundry situations in my life, you know, like I've had a lot of laundry situations. Even the place I lived in after that place, like the laundry situation of that place was like, okay, you have to go into the basement, but I was on the first floor, so it was just like one stairway, but it was long and treacherous as well, because it always but then it was like this huge garage. Like the garage was like the entire basement of like this apartment building, and it was a pretty big size apartment building, like 10 plus apartments. So they had all these parking spots in the garage. So I had to walk, and then it was just like this huge long walk through all the garages to get all the way to the other end where the actual laundry room was. So like my ass has done a lot of trekking to get my laundry done. So this is not new for me. Did I eventually get spoiled having laundry like close? Yes. But I'm going back to my roots, to having to go into the basement garage to do my laundry. Hopefully my dogs can manage and not just like bark up a storm while I'm doing that. Fingers fucking crossed. Because, you know, I'm definitely like in the place of trying to mitigate as much of my dog's bad habits in this apartment as I can, whether it's barking a lot or peeing on the floor, because this apartment does have real hardwood floor. I do not have that here. I have laminate that looks like wood floor. So it don't get hurt by their making peas on the floor. But this place, and I am, you know, I'm on the hook for ruining the floor and having to pay to get it back to its normal state, which I can only imagine it could be very expensive. So my ass is gonna be getting rugs. There are gonna be rugs covering as much of that fucking floor as I possibly can. So that if they want to pee on a rug, that's fine. I can wash rugs. I can hand wash rugs. Like, I'll have a washing machine. I can, you know, wash rugs. But I can't wash a hardwood floor that gets stained by urine, okay? So yeah, I'm also like planning in my brain where doggy gates need to be and where I need to be able to like corral these dogs if I leave them for periods of time so they're not destroying the floors, which I've decided is definitely going to be in the kitchen. I'm glad that like the bar seating area island thing juts out to the entry so that I can put a gate there and they'll just be corralled in the kitchen. I would put them in their crate if I left, which is always an option too, but I think Hayes will bark more in the crate. So I'm like, if she has more space to like roam around and feel like she's still free to an extent, she won't be as loud. She won't be as barky. So I think I'm going to have doggy beds in the kitchen. They're going to be very much in the kitchen. If I'm not in the home, they're going to be in the kitchen. And I also think having my streaming set up in the middle of my apartment allows me to keep an eye on them if they're gonna, you know, make accidents too. So rugs will save floors, but can act like sandpaper also. So be careful what's on the bottom of the rugs. That's a good point. That's a good point. Rugs add character to a place. It's called the bath. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, you know, I mean, would I rather tiny, small scratches from rugs than large urine stains? Yes. Would that be cheaper to deal with? Probably. But yeah, hopefully manage. I think this rug will probably be the rug that is in like the dining area, which the dining area is the part I worry about the most, because my dogs are kind of creatures of habit, and they tend to just they just like going to the kitchen. They're the kitchen, they've decided, is where they will pee. If they need to pee, they go to the kitchen. But every once in a while, like Hayes will get a wild hair and she'll do it in my living room, but I think it's because my living room is right off the kitchen. And the dining room will then be the room that'll be right off the kitchen. So the dining room is the room I'm most concerned about protecting. And I'm going to use this rug because I think it's probably similar to this size room. And it takes up most of the room. And then, you know, there'll be bigger furniture pieces in other rooms that will, you know, protect the floor, because they won't pee there because there'll be stuff there. Like my large couch and their crate, and just making sure I have like potential like rugs in between these areas. And my bedroom. My bedroom is another area because like Hayes will pee in my bedroom. It's like in my kitchen, in my bedroom, I have like, you know, the reusable potty pads that, you know, I have to wash. But I like the way that the bedroom is smaller than my bedroom. Like my bedroom is a pretty big size bedroom here. And it looks very empty because all that's in there is a bed and like a clothing rack. There's like, and a side table. Like there's really not, I really didn't go full decorating here at all. I think it's just because like I was so traumatized and stressed getting here. I was in survival mode, and I'm only just now at a point where I don't feel like I'm in survival mode, even though monetarily I am, but like everywhere else I'm not. But hopefully in this next place, like I'll really get to like decorate everything the way I want it, and I plan to stay there a while, you know, depending politically how things go. Like I may need to move to Ohio immediately after my year lease is up, potentially. Like hopefully not, but we'll just see how far into Handmaid's Tale we've gotten. But my bedroom there is smaller, and I have a king size bed, and I have considered like potentially downgrading my bed, but I think right now it's just too stressful to worry about, and I'm just gonna like keep with what I have. So my bed takes up most of the room in my bedroom, in my new bedroom. And the way they have it set up right now is like if you look in the room, there's like a window at the wall in front of you, and there's a window on the side wall. And then there's a closet on this other wall. And the way they have it set up is like the bed is like in the middle, so you have like two little runways along either side, you know? And for me, I don't think I'm going to do that, because I don't want the little runways on the side. My dogs love to jump up on the bed and jump off of the bed. And that's loud. Like I don't want my neighbor downstairs having to be woken up because Hayes jumped off the bed at, you know, 5:30 in the morning. Like I don't want that. So I think I might like turn my bed to the side of the wall and like put it kind of up against the wall so that they only have one side of the bed to be going up and down, to get on and off of. And I also have like a little doggy staircase for Rose and for Hayes, like for both of them when they get older too, so that they can actually like, because my original bed before I got the one I have right now was a lot lower to the ground, and it was easier for like Rose to jump on or Hayes to jump into. And the one I have now is taller. Like Hayes has no problem jumping up on it, but like Rose struggles a little bit. So I either have to pick her up and put her onto the bed, or she walks up the little stairs. So I think I'm gonna have just the one side of the bed available for them to get on and off, and then have like the little stairs there. So hopefully Hayes might utilize the stairs more. Bye, Rose. Hopefully Hayes will utilize those stairs more, and she'll do less jumping. I mean, I want that for her and her bones anyway. I want that for her and her joints. But also I want that for my neighbor downstairs, because I know that noise is going to be loud. Like, I know Hayes jumping onto the floor, onto the hardwood floor is going to be loud. So I want to put a rug off the side of that part of the bed that they can jump up and down on, so that there's, you know, some comfy, cozy landing dampener of noise vibe there as well. And hopefully that will take up enough space too, that there isn't just like tons of space for Hayes to decide to randomly pee somewhere instead of on her mat. Like Rose pretending to be a ghost. E.T. photo. Was she doing the thing with the blanket? I missed it. Yeah, these are just like things I've been thinking of, and like logistics to make stuff work and make things easier and better. And like, I really don't want to be a loud upstairs neighbor, y'all. My upstairs neighbors last night were so fucking loud. Like, I mean, I'm talking like 6 a.m. like, just shit just dropping on the ground and slamming on the floor. It's so loud. Don't understand what they do. I don't know how they live their lives, but it's loudly. And I don't want to be that person. So I want to try to do my best to mitigate that as much as possible. And the person below me also has a kid. I don't know how old that kid is. She's a nurse, so she, you know, nurses have those very long shifts. Like, you know, the way she was described to me was like she's not home very often. Like, I don't know her schedule. Like, I don't want to make life any harder for anybody else. Yeah, vibes. That makes sense. Hi, Rose. You back? Be in your junk. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Apartment thing. And yeah, today I got a used dryer. I got a used clothing dryer. Clothes dryer. Clothing dryer. You are allowed space to exist. You matter too. Of course. Obviously. I reserve that for when I'm yelling. I reserve that for when I'm playing music and when I'm screaming about a horror game. You know, I'm gonna be loud. Like, there are gonna be noises, you know? What are you doing? But I don't want to be the person who's just like, there's just a random like slam on the floor kind of thing, you know? That I don't want. And I know I could do that because Hayes jumps on the fucking floor so much. We got a little blanket. Clothing dryer machine. Woo, used dryer, let's go. Yeah. Yes. Which is nice, because, like, okay, I was looking at having to spend, you know, $1,200 at least to, you know, to have a washer and dryer, and, you know, have to get that very early on, like the week I arrive. Share with me. I guess, oh yeah, she left her blanket. You got your blanket, you just turtled it out of here. There you go. Apparently they were originally called ventilators. That's weird. Just random murder sounds. I know, I'm like, should I warn her? Should I warn her, like, hey, if you hear a little baby screaming, like a little scream, I'm not gonna be screaming bloody murder for long periods, but like just like a, you know, like, I'm okay. It's all right. I play horror games and I get jump scared, and it causes me to. But I also feel bad because, like, she's a nurse, you know? She's a nurse, so she might immediately be like, oh my god, someone's in pain. Like, but also, like, that's awesome that a nurse lives below me, because I'd be like, bitch, I don't have health care right now. Is this weird? Should this be this way? Like, can I utilize your knowledge? But also, like, hey, if something happens to me, I at least have, you know, a nurse readily available. Well, potentially, based on her schedule. There'll be a nurse down there that I can be like, nurse, please, help me. I've fallen and I can't get up. There's heated clothes dryers you can buy. Heated clothes dryers? What do you mean? Fancy heated clothes dryer top loading machine. FHCDTLM. Yeah, giving that warning would be a good plan. Yeah, my thought process was like, what if I like give her like a little, you know, like, what if I give her like a little like basket, like a little gift basket that has like earplugs. You know, just in case, like, but I don't want to necessarily be on the front foot of like, I'm gonna be loud, you know, like, I don't want to do that. But also, as someone, I kind of just want to preface it as like, as someone who's just coming off of living underneath someone who is extremely loud, and I don't know how noise travels in this building, and I want to be mindful of the noise that potentially will be coming from my apartment. Here's my favorite brand of earplugs. And also, just to let you know, I'm a horror gamer. And occasionally you will hear a little scream come from my apartment, but usually it will be followed by a laugh. So I don't know. It's just a thought, you know. Give her my phone number. Tell her she can text me anytime. She can let me know if something is being too loud. Because I really have no idea. Like, I did ask my friend, who's the landlord, about, you know, how noise travels. And, like, I wanted to be mindful of being an upstairs renter, because, like, I haven't been an upstairs renter in a while. And I just, you know, I understand being on the ground floor and having it be so fucking loud. And I just feel terrible that could be me. And I don't want that to be me. And she was just like, well, I mean, you're in a better place than most people because you care enough to ask. Like, I'm like, yeah. For sure. Scream, laugh, all good. Scream, no laugh, call the authorities. Yeah, it's like I have to remember to laugh afterwards. Because sometimes I don't. Sometimes I scream and then I'm just like annoyed that I got jump scared, you know? But I need to make sure that there's a laugh following the screams. So everyone is aware I'm not dying or dead or murdered, that I'm okay, and that they don't need to come and check on me because then my dog may murder them. 911 was your emergency. I heard a scream but then a laugh, so I'm not sure if I should be calling. Having rugs will dampen the sound for sure. That's what I thought too, because like, I know these bitches upstairs don't have no rugs, because I hear every footstep, because they wear shoes in their apartment too, which I will not be doing. My ass will not be doing that. Sock feet or nothing. Sock feet or no feet. Like, I'm not gonna be wearing clunky shoes stomping around my apartment. That's not gonna happen. And if for whatever reason I am wearing shoes, like, there will be rugs. Like, I don't wear shoes in my apartment. I don't know why anybody wears shoes where they live, because shoes are dirty. Like, you're just dirtying up your apartment. So don't do that. But yeah, that's my hope too, is just like having rugs will help with the sound traveling as well. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. You know, it's a new thing, it's a new chapter. I'm glad I'm gonna be paying half of what I paid to exist here. I have indoor shoes. I do have slippers. I do have slippers, which I feel like, depending on how mindful you are when you walk, could be annoying and loud. If you're not like picking your feet up, if you're just like, you know, that vibe. I'm going to try not to do that. Taking your shoes off at the door keeps the house so much cleaner anyway. The dogs would bring in more dirt than you. Yeah, true. I do try to like wipe their feet when they come in. But yeah, I agree. I don't need their dirt and my dirt. Like, I'll just take their dirt. Like, but yeah, what else? Yeah, I'm just, I am excited, and that there's a level of like comfort going back to a town that I know very well. Obviously, I haven't lived there in a long time, but I grew up there, so I know it. It's very safe. Like, my ass could walk around at night and not have to worry whatsoever. Like, it's just not, it's not LA, you know? It's not LA where I'm kind of like mindful of where I am at all times. You know how excited I am, you guys, you know how excited I am to not pay to park at the grocery store? You know how excited I am to not have to get a ticket to pay to park at a grocery store? Like, I'm all for, like, finding ways to pay for your city or what have you. But, like, the annoyance of going to the grocery and having to get a fucking piece of paper. Like, my car is filled with these fucking little pieces of paper. And sure, you might not always have to pay, because it might be one of those, like, your first hour's free vibe. But then you have to be very mindful. You're like, I can't be here very long. I can't, you know, linger and meander. I have to, like, get in here and get out of here. So I'm excited to get back to regular fucking parking lots. Not having to go into parking garages to go to a fucking grocery store. Ugh. LA, I love you, but I hate that. I hate that. And that's very, like, in this area of LA. Like, when I lived on the east side of LA at my house, like, that wasn't the case. Like, it's just regular grocery, regular parking lots. You're not paying to park. But being in, like, West Hollywood area, I was lucky enough to live within walking distance of a Vons. Yeah. I do not. I do not. But yeah. I'm excited to get back to, like, things I miss. I'm excited to go to a mellow mushroom. Y'all got mellow mushrooms where you're at? I'm excited to eat at fucking fast food and sit down restaurants that I don't have in LA. I'm gonna miss In-N-Out. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna miss In-N-Out. I will. And I haven't had it nearly enough since I moved here. I think I've had it like maybe 3 times, probably 2 times, maybe 3 times. What's a mellow mushroom? It's a pizza place. It's a very trippy pizza place. We have mushroom shops though. It's a very trippy pizza place, okay? And what I love so much about this pizza place is that, like, it has like that kind of open kitchen where you can kind of see in there. And I swear to God, every time I've been to a Mellow Mushroom, like everyone in the in the kitchen look like a Bill or Ted. Like it's like where the stoners go to work. And it's just delicious pizza. I miss that pizza. I miss the atmosphere. I miss watching all the Bill and Ted's work. I miss going into a restaurant that has like funky, trippy mushroom shit everywhere. Like, I love Mellow Mushroom and I miss it and I can't wait to go back. And yes, I will vlog. Like I feel like my channel is going to kind of turn into a food channel slightly because I just want to show people the places I grew up eating that aren't in LA. Like I've decided I'm going to do a series called like shit I missed in Cincinnati after living in LA for the last 10 years. Like I want to go to Mellow Mushroom, which is basically Bill and Ted Pizza Adventure. Yes. Food channels do numbers. I know. I have to get over, eating on camera, but yes. I want to go to Dairy Queen. Like, we don't have a fucking Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen that we have in LA is, like, just ice cream. Like, I miss Dairy Queen food. I love getting a freaking... I love getting a damn chicken strip basket with the Texas toast and the gravy. Like, chicken strips with fucking white gravy. Like, it sounds weird, but it's so good. And, like, toast with the gravy. It's like the buttered toast with the gravy. Oh my God, it's so good. And I miss it so much. Because all we have here is like Orange Julius version of Dairy Queen. Like you could get a Blizzard and it's far away. Like it's not close by either. Like I want to go to a fucking Skyline Chili. Like y'all, I want to go to a Skyline Chili so bad. I miss three ways. And no, not those kind of three ways. Three-way chili. It's chili, it's spaghetti pasta, and it's a fucking mound of cheddar cheese. Shredded cheddar cheese. I'm talking like it's a fucking mountain of shredded cheese. And they have oyster crackers. Like oyster crackers on a fucking three-way. The three-way is the chili, the spaghetti, and the cheese. That's the three-way. You can do four-way, five-way where it's like onion and like other things. But like... Any Five Guys there? Yeah, we do have a Five Guys. I haven't been to Five Guys in a really long time, though. Like, I feel like the last time I got Five Guys was before I even owned my house in LA. Like, it was, like, when I moved back to LA from, like, living in Denver for 9 months. I did Five Guys once. Did Five Guys. My God. I had Five Guys. Wow. Anyway, DQ burgers are so good. Chicken strips are great. The gravy. I don't have a Dairy Queen. I am 700 feet from one. I would love to be 700 feet from a Dairy Queen. No joke. Give me a Blizzard. Give me a chicken strip basket with the gravy. Like, ugh. You know what? I even miss Steak and Shake. I'm not gonna lie. I even miss Steak and Shake. We do not have fucking Steak and Shakes. I miss a Steak and Shake because of those shoestring fucking French fries with like the cheese fries, the chili cheese fries, the cheese fries. Those skinny ass fries. Miss. None of it sounds good. There's no correcting that. Did somebody say just eat? Wait, what? None of it sounds good. What doesn't sound good? You better not be shitting on my food, bro. Literally and figuratively. I want to go. There's another chili place. I forget the name of it. But there's another chili place that does these chili pizzas. It's like a pizza. It's like a pizza. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a pizza dough, but it doesn't give cooked vibe. Like it's like almost like Lunchable pizza dough, but like better, obviously. Like it's not hard, but it's like that kind of like base dough that isn't like No, I'm saying your lines about having Five Guys. None of it sounds good. There's no correcting that. Gotcha. Your encounter with Five Guys. Gotcha. But yeah, it's like, okay, you've got like a round pizza dough, but then they put like chili on it and cheese. And for some reason, only for this specific thing, like I think the mustard is really good with it. And then the oyster crackers. So it's like a chili pizza. It's so hard to describe, but no joke, I'm going there. If it still exists, I'm going there and vlogging it for sure. Like, it's such a like mom and pop place. Like they don't, there's only one. Like, and it like the inside always gave like 90s Taco Bell to me almost, you know, that kind of thing, where it's just kind of like those hard seats and like not so much with the colors, but like the tables and the seats and stuff. I can't wait to go there. Like, I can't wait to just eat at these places that I miss, I have not eaten at in like a decade. Like, and it would be cool to like bring you along for the ride. And yeah, food YouTubes do go hard. So maybe I'll turn into a fucking food YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. You can't hold me down. You know, you can't hold me down. You can't tell me to be niche. You can't put me in a box. I'm going to be doing music reactions and fucking food. I'm definitely getting fast food after this now. I know, I'm so hungry. That's probably why I started talking about food. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat before stream. Also, if you don't want to eat on camera, you can always just showcase the food and maybe like your first bite, then shut the video down and enjoy your meal. Yeah, I think I would probably do like a half and half situation. Like, give you the vibe. Because like, I love watching Timmy's Takeout, and like, he eats, bro. He eats. And I feel like to be a food channel like that, like, you do have to eat. You can't pussyfoot around. And that's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't think I really have a thing, but I don't know if I have a thing with it or not, to be honest. Like, I mean, but it's just like, you get messy, and you want to be messy online. Like, just like chili cheese everywhere on my face. It's just like, do it for the views, baby. But yeah, I would probably do like eat majority of it, like that first, like the actual reaction and review of it, and then finish it, you know, off camera vibes, or cut the rest of it out, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, it's gonna be interesting because I'm not so much like talk to the camera in public girly yet. So that'll be a new experience, and it'll be a new experience not doing that in LA. It'll be a new experience doing that shit in like Kentucky and Ohio, and people being like, what are you doing, bitch? Bitch, what are you doing? Who are you talking to, bitch? But you know, Timmy's Takeout, like, it's so funny to see people in the background of his videos just judging him so hard. And sometimes they will like verbally accost him. And I'm like, what would I do in that situation? People don't want to fuck with me, honestly. Honestly, that'd be getting the views, that's for sure. But yeah, it would be very different from like doing vlogs in LA to doing vlogs in like northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. But whatever. We do what we gotta do. I'm totally making pizza now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat after this, but I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it. That's for sure. Maybe pizza. Shit. But I'm gonna be disappointed because I have like that really cheap, which I like, the really cheap frozen pizza, which it's so cheap, and that's why I love it. And it's just like its own flavor. Like, it's not giving pizza, it's giving that cheap frozen pizza, which I enjoy, so it's fine. But after talking about mellow mushroom, bitch, like, I ain't trying to be disappointed in pizza right now. Like, I miss mellow mushroom so much. Like, mellow mushroom will be such a good video, y'all. Like, because the Totino's, that's the, yes! The Totino's pizzas, they're so fucking cheap, but man, they are so good. I ordered a pizza for the stream. Nice. I love it. Everyone's gonna eat pizza. Pineapple has to be paired with pepperoni, way better than ham. See, I understand pineapple on pizza. And I don't think it's bad, but it'll never be my go-to. It'll never be something I'm like, pineapple pizza. MM and MM. Yes. Totino's is so good, I don't care what anyone says. Period. Y'all are my people. You understand me deeply. Here's a cheap chip shop curry pizza. £1. That's great too. It's cheap. Cheap. We love a cheap pizza. But yeah, I'll be daydreaming about melon mushroom, y'all. I will be daydreaming about melon mushroom. Like, I'll be so excited to be doing that. There's also like this breakfast place that I really loved back when I lived there, that do like a, what was it? I think it was like, was it a Fruity Pebble crusted French toast? Like, that place is always hopping, so doing a video there would probably be annoying AF, but I would do it. Like, I'm gonna be down for the food content when I move back, because there's just so many food things that I miss that I think it would just be fun to turn into content. Whereas here, like, I don't really, I get Taco Bell delivered. That's pretty much that's pretty much all I'm eating. Like, I just haven't in the last year. Like, there were places I went before the pandemic, you know, like, there's also like a pizza, not a pizza, there's a pancake place that I really loved that's like, you know, in Cincinnati that I used to go to. There's just Midwest food. Oh wow, it's maple season here if you're getting the French toast. Not to be that bitch, but I don't do maple syrup. Yeah, wall seats. Sometimes window, but lighting can be horrible. Yeah, corner seats, yeah. Preferably an area that no one's walking behind you or sitting behind you. That's preferable. You miss Del Taco, though? See, I don't eat Del Taco, so I won't miss Del Taco because I've never had Del Taco. I just haven't. I did live near one when I had my house. Where's the closest one to me now? Del Taco. Yeah, I don't have one, like, super close to me, so. Slice of bread, tomato ketchup, bit of grated cheese, air fryer, 8 minutes. Really? That's interesting. It's funny because you reminded me that my mom used to eat ketchup bread. She used to put ketchup just on plain white bread and eat that. Which, like, go off. That's not me, though. That's not me, though. Almost like a bagel pizza. See, I can't have it be tomato ketchup. Like, it would need to be pizza sauce for me. Hi, Pinky. It would have to be. It can't be ketchup because ketchup is like too sweet, I feel like. But I'm the person. My weird thing like that is like, I would do just sandwich bread, white bread, slice of fucking cheddar cheese, and mustard. A cheese and mustard sandwich. I grew up on that shit. Like, I would eat cheese and mustard sandwiches like every day for school lunch in elementary school. I would do that. You know what I've been doing lately is like I'll eat a pizza sandwich, which for me is just like white bread, but a very good white bread. Not some, you know, a white bread with a slice of mozzarella and sandwich size pepperoni. Yes. Like, if you want to put it in the air fryer and make a pizza grilled cheese, awesome. But I've been lazy lately and I've just been eating it as a sandwich, and it's great. You could probably add some, you know, pizza sauce to it. It would be amazing, especially for the grilled cheese version of it. But again, lazy, I just eat it. Man, I haven't done mayo with cheese. Actually, I think I would do like mayo, cheese, turkey. before I would do like cheese just mayo. But I love a cheese just mustard. Cheese and mustard sandwich. Who mentioned, it was like Taco Bell, but I could pretend it was healthier. That's funny. You do that, the ketchup bread lady? Stuart, you haven't had cheese in years? That's wild. I love cheese so much. I mean, I've found dairy-free cheese that I enjoy and regular cheese as well. I like mayo on hot dog buns. Interesting. See, now, speaking of, like, conies, oh my god, that's another thing. Like, I miss conies. Like, I talked about the three-way, the chili, the spaghetti pasta, and the mound of cheddar shredded cheese. But they also have conies, which is hot dog, chili, hot dog bun, chili, hot dog, mound of cheddar cheese. Sometimes you could add mustard in there for a little bit more of a tang, but like, oh my god, chili, basically chili dog, but they call them conies. In Cincinnati, they call them conies. And man, I miss conies. I miss it. I'm gonna get, and that, spoiler alert, in that Skyline video, I'm gonna get a three-way and a coney, and you gonna watch me eat that shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like the Cincinnati chili is like a big deal. And like a lot of places, a lot of people don't understand Cincinnati chili. So it's kind of fun watching people who have never been to Cincinnati, the area, have Cincinnati chili. Because they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, why? Why are you doing it? But I grew up with that, so like I'm very used to it and I miss it dearly, so I'm very excited to get back into eating it. But like I think people think it's a little sweet, but that's the thing, that there's like the two chains in Cincinnati. There's Gold Star chili and there's Skyline chili, and they like neck to neck, like head to head, neck and neck. People are like, you're either one or the other. I feel like for the longest time I could do either, like, but I do agree that like one of them is like sweeter than the other, and I feel like the other one is a little bit spicier, and I prefer that. I'm a Skyline girly myself. I don't hate Gold Star at all. If I only have a Gold Star near me and not a Skyline, like that's fine, but I just feel like one is a little bit more like spicy, less sugary. And I feel like anyone who has like the version of it that's like more sugary and they've never had, you know, Cincinnati chili, they're just like, what the actual, like, why did you do that? Like, like what? English mustard? I don't know what English mustard is. German mustard. I know German mustard. This is like yellow mustard. Yellow mustard? It's a pizza party. We have a pizza. Ham and cheese. Ham and cheese with mustard. Yeah, I'm so hungry. I'm just out here like daydreaming about food I'm gonna eat in the coming months. Like, oh god, I'm gonna be that bitch who's alone eating food in places, filming themselves. Maybe I can try to convince people to come with me, but then that's just awkward as hell too, because they're just like sitting there watching you make a YouTube video. Like, yeah. But yeah, it's nice to think about things that get me excited to move, because so much of this experience so far has been so stressful. And, you know, stress always feels negative, even though, you know, excitement is also stress. So hungry after watching The Hunger. How fitting. True. True. Maybe we planned it. Maybe we planned it that way. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I'm hungry and I want my childhood foods. I mean, if I want to eat a cheese and mustard sandwich right now, I totally could. I could have a Totino's pizza. I'm trying to decide what I feel like eating. I've also been very into the fish sticks lately. Like, fish sticks with some tartar sauce. I'm like, yes. My inner child is like, give me fish sticks. Speaking of fish sticks, have you guys ever gone to a Long John Silver's? I don't know if Long John Silver's still exists, but we had those in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area throughout my entire childhood. And I'm not much for seafood. Like, I'm not a seafood person. That's why my seafood has to be, like, fried. Like, fish sticks or, like, Munster Munchies. That actually sounds like a great... Maybe I have to make an entire separate freaking YouTube channel for the food content and call it Munster Munchies. Not me writing that down so I don't forget it. But yeah, Long John Silver's. They have hush puppies, which is like... I don't even know how to describe a hush puppy. Long John Silver's was heavy. Really heavy. Like, it's just like a fried fish seafood fast food that you could sit down at. Like, it's not a Red Lobster. It's not to a Red Lobster. Like, it's like the fast food version of a Red Lobster, basically. But freaking hush puppies, bro. Cornmeal ball fried, yes. Hush puppies. The hush puppies were my favorite part, to be honest. Like, it's just like, it's like a fried it's like a deep fried biscuit. That's what it basically is. It's like a balled up cornmeal biscuit with a crispy outer layer. It's wonderful. But I'm like, I don't think there's anything else at a Long John Silver's I would want to eat. Like, I would literally probably just go to get hush puppies. Like, literally just be like, I just want 2 sides of hush puppies. Give me all the hush puppies you have. Ron Swanson. I feel like everything at LJS was fried. Yeah. It's like fried fish, French fries, hush puppies. Like, I don't know what else. I am kind of curious, like, do they still have them? Long John Silver's LA? There's no way LA has a Long John Silver's. Are you kidding? Gardenia. It's in our Gardenia. Who's the 3 stars? They got waffle fries? Did they always have waffle fries? Maybe they did. Long John Silver's. I'm kind of shocked that there's a Long John Silver's. Gardenia. Up until 10 p.m., bro. Yeah, I mean, you know, shrimp, what was it? Shrimp poppers. The only time I'm ever going to eat shrimp is a shrimp popper, because it's so far removed from what shrimp actually is. I don't mess with them tails. Like, I don't like when my seafood tastes like seafood. I don't want to taste the sea. I don't want to taste fucking water, salt water. Like, popcorn shrimp, that's what they call it. Yeah. Popcorn shrimp. Have you eaten a hot dog before? Yeah. I was explaining a coney dog for Cincinnati is a hot dog, like a hot dog and a hot dog bun, and then you have chili on it with cheese on it, maybe some mustard, throw some oyster crackers on there. It's a good time. I don't remember them having waffle fries, but maybe that was too fancy for KY. Yeah, I did see on here the regular fries, so maybe they have like the option you could get either one or something. But yeah, I don't remember them having waffle fries. You singing. Did I sing? Sometimes it just happens. I don't like seafood for that exact same reason. Yeah. Yeah. Like we had to go to this like fancy restaurant for my ex's like job. Like, you know, fraternizing with the coworkers for a holiday. I don't know what it was. It was something. I hate being in those positions. Like, I'm no joke. I'm so awkward. I don't want to talk to your work friends that aren't even friends. They're just coworkers. And half the time, the only time I ever hear their names is when you're at home bitching about them to me and complaining about them to me. Like, I don't want to go and get fancy and have to sit and make stupid fucking chit chat with these people. Like, so sorry. And it's very difficult for me to even fake it most of the time. So, please no. But I ended up having like a lobster mac and cheese, and all it tasted like was seawater. It just tasted like salt water, watery, salty, disgusting. I'm just like, how are you gonna ruin macaroni and cheese because lobster doesn't taste like anything but the water that it lived in? I was with you on the ketchup and mustard bread. You lost me at sea bugs. That's what I'm saying. Like, popcorn shrimp is the only shrimp I'm gonna manage because it doesn't look or even taste like shrimp at that point. It tastes like basically like a chicken nugget almost. It's like you have to fry it in order for the seawater to remove itself from it to get rid of the seawater flavor. But fish sticks, I love there's like this scene on New Girl, which I recently did a full rewatch of New Girl, where like Zooey Deschanel's dad, it's like a Misery. It's an episode where they're like doing Misery, and she's like he like hurt himself, and she's like taking care of him. And she talks about how he got up out of bed because she found crummies in the kitchen. And he was like, yeah, I got up to make some fish sticks. And she was like, we all know that fish sticks are mostly pork. And I was like, are they? Are they really though? Like, damn, I didn't know about that. Lobster is a vehicle for butter. Yeah, I don't do lobster, man. I don't do it. You know what I also hate about lobster and seafood in general? Is that like, ooh, fish stick sandwich. That sounds great. I don't think I've ever put fish sticks on bread. That sounds great. I would probably put them in a tortilla though. I'm do a snack wrap but with fish sticks instead of chicken nuggets. I really dislike the idea, the notion, the vibe of having a creature that you're about to eat in its full live state, but just dead and cooked, that you then have to like crack open and suck shit out of. Like, I hate that so much. I don't know how to describe how much I hate it. Like, if I'm eating animals, I don't want it to look like anything of what it looked like when it was alive. I don't want it to resemble anything to how it looked like when it was out living its life. Okay? I don't want it. And I feel like lobster is the worst to me for some reason, because like it's just fully there. Yep. And then you got special tools. You have to go and they give you special fucking tools to destroy, to break through, destroy, maim these creatures. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I hate it the similar amount to I hate going to like a steakhouse. Going to a steakhouse that has half body taxidermy on the walls. I don't want to sit under a cow while there's a cow on my plate. This is my brain. Like, I don't want to go to a place that you can see the creature taxidermied on the wall that is then going to be on your plate. Like, I have been vegan, and I do feel ways about eating animals, mostly because of the fact of, like, factory farming, like the way in which we do this system for efficiency and cheapness. The fact that, like, these animals are not only utilized to be consumed, but they are abused and just have horrific lives in order to do that. Like, that makes me feel ways. Like, I understand vegans. I understand that idea. Like, I feel like it's one thing when you're, like, you know, how indigenous people do it. It's like you're utilizing the whole animal. That animal has lived a wonderful, natural, wild life until you came across it. Like, but no, out here, you know, in America, we're stealing babies immediately from their mothers. We're keeping them locked in extremely tight cages. We're, you know, destroying all, you know, male chicks who can't provide fucking eggs. Like, we're doing horrific shit. Like, and it's so funny to me because, like, in elementary school, I discovered this. Like, I don't know what, but it was like the 90s discovering, like, as a child in, like, the computer lab, doing, like, a book report or some shit, and having to look online, and I found this website. It had to have been created by a vegan, but it was, like, destroying McDonald's. It was, like, the art was, like, super graphic and, like, horror, and it was, like, Ronald McDonald, but it was just, like, menacing, this horror graphic version of Ronald McDonald, and it talked about, like, how they kill the cows that they make for their cheeseburgers, and I loved McDonald's cheeseburgers when I was little, like, and they would, you know, you learn about, like, the cattle prod, and, like, and it was so funny, because, like, as a child, I was like, I'm done. I'm never going to fucking McDonald's ever again. You can't fucking make me. Like, eventually, as I got older, like, I let that go. But there was, like, a period of time where I was like, I wasn't vegan, but I was like, I'm not eating. I didn't understand that it was, like, the whole thing was a problem, not just McDonald's. I was just like, I was so mad at McDonald's, and it was like, and that was tough for my parents because they were like, well, we take you to get cheap McDonald's often, so, like, you being this little bitchy picky wannabe vegan is bad for my wallet. Like, you're making me want to be vegetarian again. Yeah. Oh yeah, hell exists and we created it to have cheap food. Yeah. I mean, it's like, and it's so funny because it's like, it really migrated from, like, we're destroying them in order to feed us to we're also destroying us because it makes everything cheaper. And it's like, wow, bro. Like, nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is worth any life that it has on this earth, you know? Like, not even us. Because it's like, we're going to be jammed to our eyeballs in microplastics, you know? Like, they're putting Roundup on on the grains for our cereals. Like, it's just, and I always remind myself, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. It just is what it is. Like, and that's a hard thing to kind of, like, understand and, like, wrap your brain and heart around and have to function in this society. Like, because, like, even if you try to go vegetarian and you try to go vegan, like, you learn that, like, what is it, you know, it's like, you know, there's still slave labor at this point. Like, it's like, there's something about, like, almonds, like, just to make, like, almond milk, it's, you know, it destroys the environment. And, like, there's, you know, it's like, you're not safe. There's no way of consuming anything ethically. My grandfather was a fisherman, among other things. All the stuff we had was pretty fresh, not so much from farms. Yeah, that's your best bet. It's like, you have to be, you know, you have to do it all for yourself. But then, you know, obviously it's like, well, we've polluted our waterways. Like, the fish in the water have microplastics in them. you know, by a certain year, there will be more plastic in the ocean than there will be sea life. Like, so like, even if you're out here trying to do it all yourself, off-gridding it, like fishing for yourself, growing for yourself, it's like the groundwater's polluted, the waterways are polluted. Like, they really chose money over health and wellness for everyone. I mean, you might be safe in like Europe. Like, you're not safe on this fucking continent. With us, with America, you ain't safe over here. It's when you have to choose which one you want. What about KFC? KFC is the only chicken place that constantly runs out of chicken. Monoculture farming has to go, but who knows if it will. Try to eliminate your use of plastic. Your glasses, your pen, writing pen, your microphone, your desk, your car, your pencil, your door handle is made impossible to do. Yeah. Maureen, we played your game. Not tonight. But I played your game. What was it, last night? Yeah. I played your game last night. So you can find that video on my live on YouTube. My live, what is that called? The little category at the top on my, if you go to my YouTube profile, the one that says home, videos, shorts, live, playlist, post, membership. Under live, you'll see I played your game last night. I played the glitched attraction Halloween game. It was very difficult. I didn't love it. It was my first experience with Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, I'm not seeing comments. You guys are saying you did I just X out of freaking where did it go? Where did my Google Chrome? What the heck? Where's my other Google Chrome? Oh, there it is. Okay. Shut up. Afton Revenge. Can you try to finish Halloween version tomorrow stream? Y'all, I'm not streaming tomorrow. First off, tomorrow is Thursday. I have, I'm cleaning my apartment tomorrow. Thursdays I'm off, guys. And I'm also taking Rose to the vet. But I'll be back on Friday. But Friday, I don't know if Oliver's still in here. Friday, I would like to play games with Oliver. I like to do co-op games on Fridays. Mondays and Tuesdays, I usually tend to do solo games. So maybe Monday I'll try more glitched attraction. Beating it? I don't see myself beating it. Like, it's tough. It's tough. What is Afton Revenge? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Revenge. Oh, it's like a similar one? It's like a similar... What? Y'all are out here with these Five Nights at Freddy's games? I think William Afton is a character. Ah, okay. Is that the dude played by, Is that the dude, who played by Matthew Lillard in the movie? Oh, Maureen, stop asking her to do it. Maureen can ask. Just like you can ask. Everyone can ask. Don't mean I'm gonna. But I mean, if games are free, I will potentially add them to the lineup. You can put that over on Game Rex. Oliver was nice enough today to purchase a Stray. Like, what? Love Oliver so much. Appreciate it. Be excited to grab Stray and play some Stray because I've wanted to play that game for a while. Yes, Oliver, Fridays with Friends Fridays. Hey, Ed. Nice to catch you, even though it's still a hard journey. I was happy to hear you found a place. Right? It's like half of the thing. Half of the thing. Half of my stress is good. We're good. We're good because half of it's fine. Half of my stress has been alleviated because I found a place. I have the place. The place is secured. Now it's just, you know, affording the move over, the logistics of actually moving myself and my stuff and my dogs across the country. I mean, that's definitely still stressing me out. But I just keep trying to remind myself and like daydream and think about being on the other side of this part. That's what I like to do. I like to daydream about what it's going to be like when, you know, I'm moved in, we've got a routine going, I'm streaming more, things are looking up, I'm paying half the what I pay right now, like, for my monthly fucking, you know, cost of existing. So I just try to keep remembering and thinking of that so that once I'm in that position, I can think back to this moment and be like, we did it, we're good, it's happened, no more stressy stress, it's done, we're saving money, we're focusing on getting the streaming and the YouTube thing going, potentially finding another job just to like offset costs until streaming and YouTubing can actually pay my full bills. But yeah, I'm looking forward to when the stress is all said and done. For sure. Stray is so good, is it? Yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably do Stray. I'll probably do Stray Monday or something. Maybe. Do some Stray. Maybe I'll try a little bit of the glitch attraction. But I don't know how far I'm going to get in glitch attraction, to be honest. Like, because I didn't get far last night, like, at all. It just, like, it gets just, like, annoying when you can't get anywhere. But yeah, definitely Friday playing, like, some Demonologist or Pacify or Devour or Remnant Records. You know, some co-op game with Oliver. And that day will be the last day that I'm just streaming to YouTube. I'll be back on Twitch on Monday. Twitch and YouTube for Monday. Looking forward to Stray. It's like Tomb Raider for cats. With a little survival mechanics. Okay. I recently moved from Illinois to Colorado, and pods was super easy and smooth. Not the cheapest, but worth it for no hassle. Bye, Stuart. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all my gifts on Throne. I appreciate you. Yeah, I did think about pods. I didn't actually, like, look into pods. But when I see the commercial, I'm like, pods? How much would pods be? How much would pods be? I mean, pods is tough because it's like I would be moving, like I would be unloading things, right? Like I would be packing the things in and unloading the things. So I mean, that's more tricky because like I can't be like loading and unloading like my king size bed and stuff, you know? And I need help disassembling my king size bed. And like, I don't think Pods does that. Pods doesn't have people. Pods just has a pod that you're in control of. And then, you know, they ship it and move it. So, I don't know. Maybe if I had more help, if I actually had more able-bodied help to help me with those parts, I could consider pods, but I don't think it's going to work for me. I think I need a standard, you know, I need the dudes, I need the group of dudes to come and help me and load and unload and disassemble and reassemble, and that's what I need in my life. Oh, they do offer additional services that will pack and unload for you? I mean, I'm looking at what? I'm looking at like 14,000. I'm looking at like 13,500, 14,000 for the moving that I got. No. Okay. Time? No. Yeah, it could be, yeah, potentially getting a quote wouldn't be a terrible idea. Pause was 4 to 5K. Yeah, I just wonder with like the like additional parts. You can see the doggy gate. Yeah, you can kind of see the doggy gate. Yeah, I just feel like with the additional support needed, I wonder how much it will be. And like, how much did you move, Ed? Like, I have like a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, obviously it's not 2 bedrooms, but it's a bedroom and an office. It's like, I feel like I don't have tons of stuff, but I have like some big things, and the place that I got my, you know, current flat rate estimate for, like, I just kind of like guessed on boxes because I don't have boxes. And I haven't started the box process, so I don't know how many boxes I will actually have. So I kind of just like threw a number of boxes in there. I don't even remember how many boxes I needed when I moved here originally. Like, I don't even remember. Got to haggle. I am terrible about haggling. Someone needs to haggle for me, because that's... Are you excited for Ren release tomorrow? Is there a Ren release tomorrow? I guess I forgot. I guess I need to record a reaction to that. That reminds me, though. Thanks for reminding me. I do need to set up the poll. Hey, quit. 4-bedroom house into a 2-bedroom apartment? Dang. Hey, all right. Everybody chill. Chill your growly growls. Illest of Our Time is going to have a new live version tomorrow. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to do that. I won't do that until I actually do Illest of Our Time. But yeah, we need to, let me see. Let's see what the suggestions we have going. Okay, I'll probably create this poll and then I'll end stream because I'm hungry. My stomach is like literally growling. Oh, there's a doggy outside, upset. It's not one of my doggies. All right. Doodaloo. Let's see. Alright, we definitely put 1990s on there because I wants to see it. Alright. Okie dokes. Ooh. Alright. Saturday. Alright. Okay, poll is live. All right, well. I need to get back to... Oh, let me see where I missed in the chat. Is your dog a she or he? They're both she's. They're both girly pops. Hey, Ashley. Carpet man. Yeah, I need to get some food for my empty tummy. My tummy is literally growling. I'm trying so hard for you not to hear it. Typing ASMR. Hey, George. Is Carpet Man a TV show? Carpet Man, take it lower. Trust me on this, is amazing. Oh, George is the Vibe Reacts channel mod. Oh, I love that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing George right. It's with a J. Is this going to be a GIF situation? Is it Gorge? I'm sorry. Just watch Nox breakdown. Nailed it. If you have more questions about pods, I'm happy to chat further on your Discord. Awesome, Ed. Thank you. Thank you. Carpet Man is an independent artist from the Ukraine that does all the beats, vocals, and instruments. Huh. We could put Carpet Man in the React request. Panther, if you want to do that for me. George is fine. Okay. Hi, Alexandru. Alexandru? If it's easier, is it not George? Not me having to pronounce shit, you know? That's tough. It's tough. That's the worst part of being a streamer, you know? Gotta react. Gotta react, but also pronounce. Pronounce things wrong, incorrectly, publicly. Awful. In the linked in the pinned message, you'll find my Patreon link. You should check it out. I just put the poll up for the next Ren reaction. Free members to my Patreon are able to vote for the Ren reactions. So if you're into that, check it out. Paid patrons get to suggest songs that go on the Ren reactions. But yeah, I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me. I'd probably stay on a little bit longer if it wasn't for the fact that I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I need to eat something like yesterday. So I'm gonna go and do that. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out and chitty-chatting with me. And I will be back on Friday. Me and Oliver will be playing some horror games together, which is always a good time. So be sure to come hang out and visit with us. Keep us company on Friday. And then yes, on Monday I will be back to a Twitch/YouTube schedule again. Yes, thank you everybody. I'm going to go eat now. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye!